Happy Thursday. It's an odd day for an announcement, but at long last, after hearing about it since so long, like what, 2015, 14, something like that, we got the announcement of Bruce Dickinson's next solo album called The Mandrake Project, which I already love that. I want to know what's behind it. I want to know what it stands for, what it means. So
He's already being so Bruce with the, you'll find out more later kind of thing at the end of the announcement. But even just the photo, it's like it's going back to Book of Souls, like it's the Mayan temple stuff, like they put...
What I noticed is in this picture, which was on like the press release and on the Mandrake Project website and everything, he's wearing one of his outfits from this tour. He's wearing that almost see-through vest top, and he's wearing the shoes from this tour. So I'm like, was that like a teaser towards his new album? I don't know. I'm just being silly, but still, like he was wearing that.
Yeah, but it's like back in 15 when Maiden poached If Eternity Should Fail from this supposed album. So it's been all this time has been leading up to this
moment.
This moment where we see it's like, did Maiden take the whole Mayan thing from Bruce's concept?
I don't know if it's all going to be Mayan or not. It's probably going to follow his normal occult themes, I think. But also, we didn't just get album, but we also got his first tour dates in ages.
He hasn't played a live show since 2002.
Yeah.
So this is over 20 years.
Yeah, long awaited. It's only in South America, but there's been a bunch of chatter. I didn't make a video for it because it was supposed to be today, but there's so much chatter on the forum of there's an announcement coming tomorrow. There's going to be South American shows. People think there's going to be European shows, and I heard alluding to the U.S. Before South America, but that would make sense from the press release, what he said there. So should I go ahead and read that?
Yeah.
So on Iron Maiden's main website, renowned around the world as one of the greatest and most distinctive heavy metal vocalists of all time, Bruce Dickinson will be releasing a brand new solo album in early 2024 on BMG Records entitled The Mandrake Project. It sees him reunited with longtime musical collaborator and producer Roy Z. The Mandrake Project will be Dickinson's 7th solo album and his first since Tyranny of Souls in 2005. Dickinson explains, "This album has been a very personal journey for me, and I'm extremely proud of it. Roy Z and I have been planning, writing, and recording it for years, and I'm very excited for people to finally hear it. I'm even more excited at the prospect of getting out on the road with this amazing band that we have put together to be able to bring it to life. We're planning to play as many shows as we can in as many places as possible for as many people as we can." Holy shit. As for what the Mandrake Project actually is, all will be revealed soon. And at the bottom it says first live shows to be announced are in Mexico and Brazil in April and May, with further touring plans to be revealed in due course. And he announced a decent amount of dates. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. That's a decent amount to just start off with.
And to give us dates in April, it's alluding to a much larger tour. Because there's no way it's starting in April.
Yeah, so people on the forum were talking about, obviously somebody mentioned that they heard he's supposed to come to the U.S. before South America, so that would be March or beginning of April. And then I've heard things about the summer in Europe, so that could see the Maiden tour not even starting till fall.
Yeah, so this really throws a wrench into the initial rumors of Maiden's going to get started real early next year.
Yeah, because people were saying that Maiden was going to start in South America in April, and I'm wondering if the rumors they heard was actually Bruce starting in that time and not actually Maiden, and wires got crossed somewhere. But yeah, that completely scraps what everybody thought was going to happen for next year's tour, and it sounds like the boys are going to be running around with their solo projects, because we just got the British Lion tour announcement, but that's that's normal.
We always expect a January British Lion tour, but I'm betting that now that it looks like Maiden's going to start touring later in the year, that there's going to be a lot more British Lion dates in the first half of the year.
Yeah, I do think so. Because, Steve can't not be touring and playing music. So he's sure to announce more dates. And he's doing a cruise out of Fort Lauderdale,
I was going to say, if he's doing a cruise, I bet there's going to be a U.S. tour attached to that.
Probably very extensive, too, if he's got this much time between
Absolutely.
between Maiden shows.
And I was thinking, too, it's Was this also like a little tip of the hat to Nico to give him a little extra time to get to 100%?
Possible, but I don't know how far in advance they would have had to plan this out. Like, this could have been planned before he ever had his stroke, because that was less than a year ago, between the Maiden tour and everything.
I just think Bruce came to Steve and was like, look, my album's finally done. I know you've been hearing about it for the last decade, but I want to tour this extensively.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is like bands have done that before. Like I know that Nightwish took some time off to let their singer have her baby and do all that. So it's like, okay, well, he would really like to do this, and instead of working him to the bone on this other band, give him time to do his own passion project and everything like that. And we'll all be very happy to see it. I was thrilled because we were like ready to go over to Europe again, like try to see him in England or something. Because I assumed this was going to be a very small tour with all the rumors that we were hearing about Maiden starting early in the year. I'm like, he's not going to have a lot of time to tour this.
I was thinking the UK, Western Europe, maybe for a month.
Yeah, I was thinking it's going to be a short tour. We're going to have to go over there if we want. So we were like fully prepared to be like, okay, we might have to plan another trip. But now this is talking about like extensive touring. I'm like, we could get to see him here like multiple times. So I'm thrilled about that.
So I'm thinking he'll hit Europe and the States. Most likely the States before these South American shows.
Yeah.
So obviously I don't know where it's going to end. If it's going to end in, May, June, like when is it going to end?
Well, I think somebody on the forum said something about a June date that they heard of for somewhere in Europe. I don't know if it was Poland or something, but yeah, I mean, it's going. He's seems to be hitting a lot of shows, and I will be hitting a lot of shows, and you will be seeing it because I will be vlogging that because it will be amazing.
No,
I love Bruce solo work.
This feels like a once-in-a-lifetime thing for us because we never got to experience him really releasing albums or touring or anything.
Like with all the rumors, I went to bed last night and I was telling him, like, this could be like our last day alive with like, all the Bruce solo work was like in the past of us being a fan, like 2005 was the last time an album came out, and like you said,
with no tour,
so long ago since he's toured. It's like he didn't do any of this in the time that I was like a full-on fan, so it's like, oh my god, like it's a new era. Bruce is coming out with an album early next year. Don't have a date yet, but
and just the thought of him playing live all the songs that haven't been played for so long, and all these new songs that could be just as good as those last 3 albums, which were perfect. Now the question is Adrian going to play?
Oh, I hope so. That's the rumors too, is people were hearing that Adrian's going to be doing the tour with them. So.
Okay, if that happens...
We're seeing so many shows.
Is that not the greatest news ever that happens?
Yes, because it's like... part of seeing these solo projects is also seeing them in such a smaller setting, and I haven't gotten a chance to see Smith and Kotzen, and I'm also not a biggest fan of that music as I am of Bruce's music.
Well, I think the difference is like with other side projects of Maiden, it's like, yeah, we'll go and see British Lion if it's close by, but we're not like big fans of the music. Same with Smith and Kotzen, like it's not something I pick up a lot.
To be fair, I haven't really given Smith and Kotzen a good chance because it's like, it came out.
But we know for sure that Bruce's stuff, like, I like Bruce's stuff just as much as Maiden's stuff.
Oh yeah, I know that shit just as well as I know Maiden's stuff. Like, I sing along with it. I'm so interested in the material that it's written about, and so.
In fact, Bruce Dickinson was the first band that I listened to that had drop D tuning.
Yeah.
So, modern metal, yes.
So, any songs you're hoping he plays on this tour?
Dark Side of Aquarius. Road to Hell, Abduction, those are my 3 big ones.
Book of Phil, Kill Devil Hill would be cool. It's tough. You pick 3. So
The Tower.
No, that one's not as high on my list of need to hear live. God.
Tattooed Millionaire.
Yeah, I mean, I do enjoy that song, but it's not nearly as good as the others. But like you said, Dark Side of Aquarius would be good too. So.
Star Children would be fun.
Oh, no. Accident Birth.
Yes.
We joke that song's intro sounds like our dishwasher because our dishwasher makes this fucked up noise. So every time he starts, I'm like, oh yeah, I love Accident of Birth.
I love this one.
So yeah, those 3. Accident Birth, Book of Fell, and Kill Devil Hill would be awesome.
So give Adrian whatever he wants to be the guitarist with Rosie.
It'd be amazing.
And we'll have the summer, or
Summer of Love.
The Summer of Love as Dave Murray. Get Dave Murray.
Dave is going to be taking that time off. He doesn't have solo project. He doesn't do shit.
It's time for Dave to start his solo project.
He's like, when I'm working, I'm working. When it's off of maiden season, I'm at home.
Yeah, he's laying in the sun.
Anyways, that's probably all we got today.
Yes, big excitement.
Big
news.
excitement. I've been waiting for this for a long time because, like, obviously, I've said a million times I love Bruce solo work. So,
and I feel like Bruce has been behind a lot of Maiden's like, oh, what's this? What does this mean? Stuff. So I feel like he's going to do a little bit of that for this album and kind of hype up and do a little campaign for it, and it'll be just super cool.
Yeah, and like I said, I was like really thinking like we're gonna have to make like a big trip if we want to see this. Like this was important to me to see Bruce, so we were like, you know, thinking, okay, we'll probably go to England again because he's probably gonna play England, seeing that that's where he's from.
But
and
now it could just be a road trip,
right? Like right here at home, I'm just like, oh, this is amazing. This is more than I could have ever thought. This is just gonna be a great year, guys. Like a great year.
Yeah, 2024.
A friend of mine said there's like rumors of a Smith and Kotzen East Coast tour, and if that was the case, we'd finally get to see them live, and British Lion will probably come. I get to see Steve again if he comes to like Orlando.
Titanium Tart, maybe?
Yeah, because I can't see Nico want to take that much time off. He's always like,
there's no way. There will definitely be Titanium Tart shows.
So we could get just like such a great 2024, and like
and then end it with Maiden.
Right. Oh my god. I was telling him like, oh shit. Now I'm kind of regretting that we're not going to Canada because I just like assumed that it would start later in the year. I've been really wanting to see them again because goddamn, that's such a good show. But yeah. So now it's just like, shit. It's like a week away. There's nothing I can do about it. But oh well, we'll have Bruce to distract us in the meantime. So let us know your thoughts on this. Let us know if you're excited, if you just hate Bruce's solo material and thinks he shouldn't put this album out, what songs you might like to hear live if he tours, where you'd like him to go.
This has destroyed the history of Iron Maiden.
He's gonna leave Maiden again.
I think Steve has to let him do this, otherwise maybe he would leave Maiden again. So let him do it.
Yeah. So just tell us all your thoughts, and we'll see you next time.